Howdy, friends. Hope everyone's having a great start to their week. Happy Tuesday. It is almost the end of February. I don't know what's happened with this year. It happens every year, but it's always too fast. We are back with Herman. We actually were able to load in this time, which is nice. Seems like most of the issues have been ironed out. I've been obviously playing a little bit over the weekend. Haven't really experienced any loading screen issues, so I think they got most of the things ironed out, which is great. Good news indeed. I think I need to teleport back to the starting area because I joined the Circle of Fortune on my other characters, which I think you can do from the starting area once you've done it once. But let me grab these quests real quick and I'll go and check that out. Because it'd be good to be earning favor while I play.
But that is impossible. Who are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I see. We have relied on the power of our shard for ages, always assuming the others were lost. And it seems only tapping into a fraction of its potential.
Well, you can complain. Most people just don't listen.
You were brought forward in time by the shard. If you want to return to your time, we will need to use them together. If the void does not consume us first, of course.
How are you planning to deal with the void?
Elder Panion is an expert at using the shard. He can weaponize it against the void. I have received word that his study is under attack. We may be out of time.
What can I do?
Everyone here is either too old or too injured to go warn Elder Panion, except for you. Please, find him and have him return here before something terrible happens. Please, take these idols with you. An idol of Logon to guard you against chaos, and one of Eterra to guide you home, wherever that may be. The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you comfort. Be safe, traveler.
I find it funny how some of these are actually what your character's saying. Others, I assume this is not, but accept. Alright. Got some idols to slot in. They're not very useful idols. And of course, you can't fit both of them. Vitality is probably more important to me than the Ignite on hit. Let's go talk to Lyra here. What? Did you come from the last refuge outskirts? So you helped with the evacuation. We are in your debt. We may need more of your aid yet. Goodbye.
I see.
And get this quest. Oh, it's you. Oh, you. I know why you're here, and I will accept your thanks by allowing you to repay me with a favor. Allow me to... What? I know this looks grim, but we have to keep hope. We must believe that we'll survive this, that I'll survive this. I believe in our survival so much that I need you to go to my quarters and find my ledger. Why do you need a ledger at a time like this? Oh, just in case any fools think that this disaster somehow erases the debts they owe me. In return, I'll share one of the trinkets I liberated from the slums before I rescued you. Accept?
Go on then.
Okay, let me go back. Let's see. It's here. Keeper's tag. I think, like I said, I think I can join the circle from there now. I hope I can. Jenkins is being a butthead. Of course. Yeah.
Ah, you.
There
Let
we
me
go.
take a good look at you. Yes, you must be them. I, Galila of... Wait, what? Oh, you must be familiar with the science of fortune telling as well.
Cool. Yep, we
Then
can
you will
join.
not be surprised when I formally invite you to join the Circle of Fortune.
Now we get some better drop chances. It's not a big deal, but it's mostly that we can gain more favor while we fight things. And there's some items we might be able to use. Excuse the disorganized stash tabs. I haven't gone through and cleaned them out. Just been putting stuff in there. I don't know if I have anything. I'm not using swipe. I could use swipe. I could summon some bees. But I don't think that's super useful right now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much... So I already went and grabbed Snowblind and an Avarice that I already had. So this gives me some elemental damage to Sleech and some elemental resist. And this just makes it easier to chill and freeze on cold. Because I think we're just going to do eventually just pure storm build. So cold and lightning. But it's good enough for now. Let's go back to the council chambers. Let's start those quests. We're gonna go. Oh wait, we have a skill point. I don't really know where I want to put these. I mean, I want to put points here. I guess just more strength. Because we're not really going to focus on minions, I don't think. So, the like 10 health and the percent minion health, the percent minion damage doesn't really help. I'm not going to do dual wield, I don't think. I guess percent health and a little bit of a heal might be useful. I can always change it later. Let's just do the spell damage. Maybe? Please don't. Okay. I was gonna say it's moving. Should loading in. Okay, we can now use our portal to teleport back to town. I think it's going to be really a visually pleasing build once it's done. I hope so anyway. There's a lot of like storm effects around me. Take the ledger. Alright, now we can just take this ledger back real quick and then go to the next part of the quest. Hey buddy, you want to make an appearance real quick? Say hi, Jenkins. He's like, let me go back to eating. Oh, no, you're just
What?
being weird again, huh? I have attached a toy. I know you can't really see it from that far away. But I attached a toy to my chair, so every time I swivel my chair, basically drapes down. He has chewed through part of it. It is, I don't know if you can see it. It's just like a little ribbon, and he has just shredded it. But I guess he's enjoying himself, and that's what's important. All right. Oh, by Ray's sooty feathers, you're alive. And you have my ledger, you madman. I knew I could count on you, never had any doubt. Didn't you promise me a reward? What? A reward? Oh, yes, yes. Here, this old thing won't be worth much soon anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's just another copy of Avarice.
Bah.
Just gonna go sell it, I guess. I don't need it. Well, does it have legendary potential? I don't think they do, ever, but
Yes.
here. Take all this. Buy some runes of shattering. And onward. We leveled up again? Didn't even notice. He's he's literally doing drive-bys to the little feather thing. He's just running past it, like swatting at it, and then turning around and coming back and swatting at it. Cats, man. Right. Going to find Panion's study. Oh, I guess we hadn't leveled. It was a side quest, so we got a skill point from it. So that's one for spell damage. There's some increased physical cold and lightning damage, which will help. We also... Should I just use the Storm Crows? I've never actually tried to do a build around Storm Crows. Let's see. Let's do more Maelstrom duration. Or damage, rather, it's duration. Let's try Storm Crows. Sorry, wolves. Come back. Yeah, they cast lightning too. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of lightning and cold and gonna be the perfect storm. What's great is one of the things I had as a unique to put on. Well, I guess Avarice, the gloves I just got. It gives you leech as part of your elemental damage. Well, that's not supposed to happen. That thing's not supposed to still be here. Yo, why are you attacking the birds? Come on, man. Hold still. Come on. Hold still. All right. So those mages, they drop items with specialty enchants on them. So this one gains ward when I use a movement skill, which isn't super helpful for me, honestly. And I would move slower, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. But can I open it again? The other nice thing is, for the most part, the birds stay out of harm's way. I should probably do my upgrade here. Let's see. I really need, I mean, obviously attack speed would help a lot. I need to figure out how to make it last longer. I mean, we could do the Stormcrow build, I guess. Let's see, that one's, let's cast it again. Yeah, this is the path to get more stacks anyway. So we have the Maelstrom. Let's start going this way. More attack speed, bigger melee area, and additional stack chance, and then we'll get the crows to get chain lightning. Alright. Need more attack speed. So slow. So, and then in Shaman, there is, I guess I could probably show it to you right now. Avalanche. I think I showed it to you last time, but there's one where it follows this one. Yeah. So it like sits on me. It creates a storm around me. So I'll have that creating a storm. I'll have Maelstrom of gathering storm. That's the plan, and they'll just literally have this full storm following me. Would be funny is, I think I can turn. It probably wouldn't look very good. I could turn Maelstrom into physical and it'll look like an earthquake kind of thing, but not quite. Are you looking for Panion? He already left to take the shard and face the void himself. He will fail. It is too late for us, and soon it will be too late for him as well. Too late for everyone. Arobus is already here. What are you doing? They're turning into void creatures. These guys tend to hurt. It's early, so it's not as bad. Each one kind of messes with an element. Okay, electric's done. Fire's almost done. Get rid of cold. There we go. And now we return to the Elder. Actually, I can just use this thing. and go back to the council chambers. All that running around has made Jenkins very hungry.
Panion's students were corrupted. I see.
Yes, they said Panion was after the shard. Where is he?
Elder Panion was here but a moment ago. He took the shard. I told him to wait, but he would not listen. I fear the void is manipulating him, turning his courage into arrogance. He's left to face the void alone.
What can we do now?
You must intercept Elder Panion before the void claims him and seizes the shard. Knowing him, he is headed where the void broke into the city. Please, stop him.
Accept. Hey, another passive point. Alright. More cold lightning damage. I guess I probably could have done something with the minion stuff, but just see how the Stormcrows work. If they don't work, we can always just do a different, well, alter the build a little bit.
Gods be with you.
I don't really like doing minion builds unless I'm fully focused in them, so we'll see. This is a dark day. There's no telling how many have been lost. There must be something I can do. Last I heard, the armory was being overwhelmed as well. If we are to hole up here, we need to retrieve arms and armor from there before it's too late. In my state, I'm useless. But you, however, seem capable of fighting. Find my subordinates at the wall and tell them we need to fall back and to recover as many supplies as we can. Accept.
Stay safe.
Entering the precipice. Hey. You eat your dinner? More like lunch for him. We'll eat again later. Alright. How's it going? Ooh, another exiled mage. Doing pretty well. Can't complain. Except I wish this mage would hold still, but... Alright, come on. I leveled up while fighting this thing. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite game, no. I think it's kind of hard to have a favorite game in this day and age. Too much variety. Not enough time. It is a lot of fun though. So I mean, I enjoy an ARPG. The power fantasy. Oh, I missed the stun. Almost there. Wow, one of the birds actually died. There we go. Through another portal. So that basically takes us to a different time. So that took us back in time. I don't know why I'm not getting the notifications. I appreciate the follow, though. Yay, more gold. You know, I'm gonna go down here and check, but there's almost never anything down here. Maybe they added something. Yeah, it's just always a bait. I don't... They really should put something down here. Like a chest even. Just something. Alright, one more point. So we can technically put more than 20 points in, but once you put 20 points in the base tree, once you unlock the mastery, you can start putting points in the mastery. So we don't really want to put more than 20 in, because it's usually better spent in the actual mastery tree to start, unless there's something specific, like you want the totem stuff, right? Because obviously it would stop here. So low life damage and less damage taken. Maybe you want more melee cold, physical, or lightning, depending on what you're doing with your weapon. Or totem health. I mean, that's kind of meh. But once you get this line up to 20, you get your last ability, then you can start putting points in your in your actual masteries once you unlock it. So you usually end up sitting on a couple points until you can actually put the points in, which is kind of a nice buffer. It's usually 3 or 4, and then you very quickly get your first like mastery ability. So when you choose your mastery, you get your mastery specific one, and then you get points in the tree to unlock these guys. I don't really want to use Storm Totem, so I'm probably not going to use that one. Maybe Tornado, but I don't want to hard cast Tornado. I have to look and see if there's a way to get it to cast on melee, but I've pretty much only done Druid on Primalist, just because Shaman, I don't know, didn't really feel in a great state. It was pretty much do either a caster or totem build, and even then it didn't feel really great. So I'm hoping this will be enough melee support. Something like that. Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, isometric ARPG. It's I'm pretty sure it's one of those where the developers were very inspired by Diablo. I like it. I mean, it's nice to have a little bit more variety, like actually having talent trees for each skill, having mastery trees. Yeah, the difficulty definitely, it starts out actually kind of hard. They redid Act 1 and some of the enemies kind of hit you hard, but between like Act 2 and 5, it's not bad. You definitely feel like better power fantasy scaling, and then it starts to throw a little bit more difficulty at you, but it's not too bad. Basically, when you get to the point where you start dealing with damage over time, poisons and stuff, there's a particular point where it's just, oh wow, I really need some poison resist. But yeah, before then, it's, I mean, you don't really get penalized by things unless you just stand in very obvious AoEs. Which actually, this guy that I'm gonna fight here has one of those, where you will get penalized if you don't actually move your character. Like, those kind of hurt, if I remember correctly, but they're not as bad. This guy, you stand in that lava, you don't have a good time. Like, oh, let me go. So even the birds are not liking it. But they also killed it, so not too bad. What did we get? Ooh, Thornslinger. I actually need this on my other character. Cool. Not gonna help me on this character, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It feels good to play. There's a lot of variety, which I think is huge. A lot more than I found in Diablo. So I wish there was more uniques and stuff to support other builds, but as with other looter isometric ARPGs, you don't really need uniques to make a build work. You just need the right stats on an item. So, it's fun. Captain Ansel sent you? Thank you, Terra. It's too late for most of us, but Manus, the quartermaster, is still somewhere in the armory. Please, find him, and he'll help get supplies back to the captain.
Take care of yourself.
For example, though, some of the uniqueness on the first character I was playing when I just started, because they just released the 1.0 patch, added a whole bunch of stuff. There's a heal for Paladin, which is one of the Sentinel masteries. It's just a standard cast heal. You can turn it into a damage ability that still heals. And, it just does an AoE damage attack, fire damage, which you can then further turn into a melee attack, where you essentially swing with your weapon and it does fire damage. Or you can have it be just a channeled beam of light from the heavens that smites things, all on a tree. You choose what you want to do with it, and it's a talent tree, and it just alters how the ability works entirely. Or, for example, Maelstrom, which I'm not even casting. I just have a chance to proc it when I do my melee attack. You can have it so that when you build up Maelstrom and then it reaches 0, you spawn Twisters or a Tsunami, or you make it do physical damage instead of cold, or Lightning Storm. It's fun. I really like the... it's just one ability, but you can do multiple things with it. It's very... I don't know if you played Diablo 3, but just the modification of abilities, I think, feels very similar to that. Where you'd have, one ability, but you can change the element, and by changing the element, it does different things. Obviously with a little bit more variety, because they're trees instead of just a single modifier. It's 4 now. 4 is the version that's out. Yeah, 3 is 2012, I think it was released. So not the most recent one. I think 4 has less variety. The abilities are a little bit of Diablo 3. It was fun. I mean, when it first came out, it wasn't well received. It's the one that came out and it had the the real money auction house, and they ended up canceling it. But hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that one had the witch doctor.
Stay back.
What are you doing? Leave me. Run. I can feel myself changing. Elder Panion's body starts to twist and distort in front of you. Oh, don't stand in that. Wish I had more ranged options. Oh, I can't stem out of that. Alright. Oh, don't want to sit on that either. It's got a lot of please don't stand here abilities. Ow. Yeah, see, it's very obvious that you shouldn't stand in that.
He fought well. He will find peace in death.
Okay. More damage on Maelstrom. And next level, we can start putting points into this. So we'll have a chance on kill to get more Maelstrom stacks so we don't have to cast it manually. Before you lies the shard that Elder Panion had held. It seems to drive the void away, despite being unable to protect the man himself. The shard you hold resonates in its presence as though drawn to the one before you. Pick up the shard. Just walk through the random portal that appeared in front of me.
Terror? What sorcery is this?
You seem a little disoriented. First time here, traveler.
What is this place?
This is what is left of your timeline, and many others. Welcome to the end of time. Don't act so surprised. Countless other travelers have come and gone from here. I must have looked that surprised my first time as well. Most of them don't last much longer. Jumping around timelines is a dangerous hobby. If you want a better chance, you should find your friend, Gasper. He might be kind enough to show you how to tap into your true potential.
So this is where we get our mastery. Elder Gasper, here, I'll speak to him.
Stay safe.
I do like their... I mean, they didn't have to put anything in the background here. But the fact that you have the, burnt out black hole, right? And then you have these little, this like light shaft, and then as the floating rocks pass by, it, you can see how it blocks it out a little bit, and you still get the effect around it. Just little tidbits I appreciate.
You've woken up. That's good. I'm sure you have many questions.
How can you help me?
I see you've spoken with the armor-clad woman. She may be flippant, but she intends well. Your potential is infinite. Infinite in strength, yet at risk of drowning in a sea of other selves. Countless alternate versions of you have come and gone, only to drift away into nothingness. Some of them were strong, and their power can be absorbed, given a new home in you.
How do I harness their power?
I have been here for a long time. Long enough for time to lose meaning. For my original self to lose meaning. I have absorbed the faded selves of too many other Gaspars to count. In the process, I've become adept at guiding the shades that flow here. If you allow me, I will guide a measure of your other selves to you. This will tie their lost fates to one which still holds hope. I warn you, your will must be absolute, or you will risk losing yourself to the storm of shades. Do you accept
Yes.
this risk? Then close your eyes and focus on the potential you wish to wield as I guide the shades to you.
So like I said, and this is where you choose. So, see, I hate that because that's actually really huge. Like while you have a totem, you get elemental resistance. So Beastmaster, obviously you get more companions. better melee damage. And then Druid is more about transforming. So, and then these are, you can't get these if you choose anything else. So, only Shaman can get a Storm Totem. Yeah, that's what I normally do, but I want to do, I'm going to do a Shaman build. I want to do the Perfect Storm. Because I can't get Avalanche if I choose anything else.
I see that you are still you. That strength will be necessary if our world, our reality, is to have any hope.
The transforming, though, if you do get it, it's actually really neat because you can transform into a werebear, a Spriggan, kind of so like a tree person, basically. A Swarmblade, I think they're called, which is basically like being Scyther from Pokemon. I think those are all. So they last until your rage drains. So your mana gets replaced by another resource and it drains, but you can make it for the most part pretty much infinite if you get the right things. It's not super hard, it's just you don't get it immediately, but you can make it infinite. So if you specialize in a particular form, you can just be in that form. You can also make it, each of the forms in their tree have ways to, when you use this ability, it makes it so the next time, instead of transforming into human, you shift into a different form. So you can actually form hop and use all the forms if you want to as well. You can specialize in that. It's a neat system. I think it's actually pretty good. Your trials in the ruined era are not yet done. The epoch you hold is still incomplete. Return to last refuge. Return to the me from so long ago. He will guide you toward the last shard and the inevitable fate of your timeline. We will meet again. Alright, so we have a couple points. Now we can put them into Shaman. Let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Just increase cooldown recovery speed for Fury Leap. Increase cooldown recovery speed for Crow Storm. More attunement, though. That's huge. I don't really want to do totems, but I think I'm going to ignore that for now. Let's see. A mana on Gathering Storm. I definitely want that. I think we're going to do the attunement and penetration. Oh. It's not putting points in. Oh. Did I disconnect? I might have disconnected. Can't put any points in. That is not a good sign. Let's teleport and see if it goes. All right, let's try it now. That is very... Oh, I know why. It won't let me because I haven't finished this yet. Let's put that point in. Now we can put points in here. It's literally just talking about that. Alright. Talk to the Elder.
My terror. You've done it. You've returned the shard. What about Panion?
The void corrupted him.
I see.
What can we do now?
Even with both of our shards, this city is lost. Our only hope lies in the Temple of Eterra, where the last shard remains. By reforming the epoch, you will be able to return to your time and take us with you. Away from this ruin. You are the only one who can help us.
I will find the last shard.
Thank you. There is an old passage to the surface. I will dispel the rune that keeps it sealed. The Temple of Eterra is far to the east.
Right.
Gods be with you.
By the gods, you made it back safely. With these supplies, we may be able to last just that much longer. Thank you. We are in your debt.
Stay safe.
May Eterra smile upon you.
Did I hear Elder Gaspar correctly? You're going to the surface? If so, I have a request for you. What is it? Among the old records dating back to when humanity was first fleeing the void, there are reports of attempts by another group to hide within another cave system not too far from Welryn. There have been attempts to scry, divine, and to even dig to where the sister city, this lesser refuge if you would, could be, but to no avail. Could you perhaps search for any signs of them?
Farewell. Greetings.
Welcome. I can undo a past action of yours for a price. So she can respecialize your trees. What do you know about time rifts? Why, from that story you told Elder Gaspar, I should be the one asking you. But yes, I will indulge you. Throughout the history of Eterra, there has been the rare tale of strange portals or travelers claiming to be from another time, often in events involving the shards of the epoch. Your story of passing through multiple in the same day is quite bizarre. Have there been any tales of time rifts in the precipice? What? Of course not. Do not tell me you encountered one. Gods, between the void finally finding last refuge and multiple rifts in time appearing here, this indeed seems to be the end of the world. Yet, these rifts may be our salvation. Search for more of these rifts. If we can learn more about them, we may find a way to use these rifts. I'll keep an eye out.
Do not dwell on regret.
I don't remember picking that up. Clean these out real quick.
Yes?
Always by shattering. And then I will store this for my other character.
Follow your feet.
Door is sealed. Dispel the barrier. Right. Another waypoint. I hate these things. They release these little bugs. These rot flies. Oh, increased experience. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, anyone who's played a Diablo game recently knows those random shrines. That's just almost a staple that they have now. Any of these isometric ARPGs. Find a shrine and get a temporary buff. Well, we certainly build up these gathering storm stacks easier now. I think I can start getting stuff that consumes them faster too. What? All right. Next area. I think this is open air here.
The cultists had a philosophy. The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone. If they devoted themselves to despair, did welcome them. A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
Level 17. Got more attunement. Grab this waypoint. All right. We're almost to the camp. Crit chance shrine. Forsaken Trail. I think it's this one. I almost feel like this one, this area and the last area could have just been together, but maybe they'll redo Act 2 at some point. It's been around for a while. Since it's been in early access. Come on, crows. Where are you? Catch up. Oh, there they are. I can hardly see them with the background. Always grab the shards, even if they're not worthwhile. Ooh, look at that. Big group of them. Or bigger. No! Get past. Okay. It's a shrine. Oh, XP. I will take that. Alright, increase Maelstrom level. We have a chance now to get Maelstrom on kill, which means we might stack it up faster. I'm going to put more points in it as it levels to have an increased chance to get it on kill. I think it's like 6%. Goes up to 30, I believe. Obviously, 6% is not very high. Oh, another exiled mage. Alright, you need to go, buddy. Oh. Alright. Why is all these heavy hitters? Oh, I know why they run away. It's really annoying when things in these games run away from you. Alright. What is that? Weird. Anyway. I think it's... I don't know why I looked at that. Didn't help me. I think it's this way. No. Oh, wait. Maybe. How? Yeah. Some of these things just hit really hard. Usually just means I need to upgrade my gear, but... The void sees all. Ow. Another shrine. What do we got? Sun chance. I'll let the birds get the stun chance too. Alright. I think we're almost... Yeah, there's the door. Cultist camp. Please load. All right. Here. A couple points into attunement. And then I don't know what I want more, actually. I'm not really expending a whole bunch of mana. So it might be better to get this first. And then when I get hit, I'll shoot out storm bolts, which would be kind of cool. But with that, we're basically at the start of Act 3. We're a little bit into it. But Act 2's done, and when we come back tomorrow, I'll finish up Act 3. I think that works out. Do at least an act every day that I'm on here. And yeah, well, can't remember how many acts there are, but there's a couple. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the follows. And Jindal, I don't know if you're still there, but thanks for showing up. It was nice chatting with you. I hope everyone here has a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow.